I was completely blindsided.
Jeffrey Marks tells me he was dumbfounded when the City of Richmond served him a lawsuit alleging that he owed them taxes.
Up until that time, I had never received any written notification, no past due letter, no email, nothing that I may have owed the City of Richmond any taxes of any kind.
In December 2023, he received this warrant in debt from Taxing Authority Consulting Services. It stated the city was taking him to court over $658 that they claimed his former business, Promotional Considerations, owed. But Marks had closed his business more than 3 years prior, back in 2020, so he was confused about where this was coming from.
They never told you that there was a delinquency on your account?
No, until I got sued.
After many calls and emails to the finance department to try and get answers, he says he learned that he paid business taxes late by 1 day in 2018, and then the city accrued penalties and interest. But when he went to City Hall in person to pay his 2019 and 2020 taxes, he said no one told him about an outstanding balance.
And I've got my 2019 and 2020 tax bills from the city. Nowhere on those bills does it say you owe extra for 2018.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it just doesn't say that.
Regardless, if Marks owed the money, he was determined to pay it. Except he didn't actually owe them anything at all. It turns out that Marks had a credit on his account for overpaying in 2020. The credit was enough to cover his delinquencies and then some, but he never knew it existed.
And just like they didn't tell you that you had a delinquency, they also didn't tell you that you had a credit.
No.
So Marks reached out to us after our report last week about how the Inspector General is investigating allegations that Richmond is failing to notify taxpayers when they have credits on their accounts and then converting that money into city funds.
Had seen a lot of the stories online about the restaurants, and I'm like, it's not just the restaurants, it's also, many small businesses. And I reached out to you, Tyler.
After I sent questions about his case to the city, they completely resolved the issue. He received confirmation Tuesday morning that all his balances have been cleared, and Richmond would be sending him a refund by Friday. How much is still being calculated. Additionally, Richmond is dismissing their lawsuit against him.
You've got more done, and CBS 6 has got more done in the last 24, 48 hours than I've been able to accomplish in 5.5 months.
What does going through this experience tell you about the way the finance department is operating?
These people, they were caring, they were helpful. I just think they're just extremely overworked and understaffed.
Now, we also reached out to the City of Richmond to get their side to all of this, but they didn't have anything to add other than to say that this issue has been resolved with the taxpayer. In Richmond, I'm Tyler Lane, CBS 6 News.